Hello, it's time to discuss one of the most serious of questions. How I became a furry.
The mark of heresy.
Hello, and welcome to Furry Overdrive. I am Cirrus, and this is my origin story.
Origin story time!
So my path to the furry fandom is probably a lot different than most people's. I actually became a furry in 2014, but I almost became a furry almost 2 years prior to that when I was going to my first college. Alright, so my first college was in the middle of nowhere. Literally there was nothing to do except like cow tipping or surfing the internet. So on like my free time or spare time, I decided like, hey, I used this thing back in like middle school, this thing called IMVU. It was like a 3D chat service. They own Fur Affinity now. So I was like, I wonder if they're still around. So I logged on to IMVU and I saw all these people running around in these like anthropomorphic characters, these furry characters. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I want to go get one of those. So I had like, one of those characters, and I played IMVU for that whole year I was at this college, because literally there was nothing else to do. Middle of nowhere, Midwest, plains, nothing. So I was on that all the time in my dorm room. And then when I came home from that year of college, that college was not that great, I never like logged on IMVU again. Like I totally forgot about it. And I never once like searched like, are these like furry characters real? Like are these little avatars mean something? Like no one really knew, they just were avatars. And it was simple. So skip forward almost 2 years later, I'm typing away on Facebook and scrolling through, my timeline and whatnot. And I see a friend post a picture of his girlfriend at the time in like this like cutesy furry head. And I was like, oh my god, like I stopped. I was like literally like, what is this? And literally, like I type in the comments, really nice and politely. I was just like, "Yo, the fuck is this?" And he's all like, "She's a furry," and I'm like, "The fuck is that?" And he's all like, "Dude, just come to a meet and see what it's all about." So I go meet up with him and his girlfriend, and like it was so cute. Like the head was just like, "Oh my god, it was so adorable." And then he's like, "Yeah, like our main like local furry meet is like the next week or something." So I went to that, saw my first like full suitor, and that's when I consider myself a furry because I was hooked after that. They were like, it was so cute, they were so fluffy, and it was just so adorable, and everyone was like pretty welcoming. So it was just like, oh my god. And I've been doomed ever since, and now you have me. So that is my furry origin story, from essentially basically in 2014 scrolling through Facebook, seeing a picture of my friend's girlfriend in her fursuit, to now being the doomed adorable puppy fluffy that I am. So yep,